from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans. I urge you, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God, your spiritual worship. Do not conform yourselves to this age, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and pleasing and perfect. Let love be sincere. Hate what is evil. Hold on to what is good. Love one another with mutual affection. Anticipate one another in showing honor. Do not grow slack in zeal. Be fervent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Endure in affliction. Persevere in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the holy ones. Exercise hospitality. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. My brothers and sisters, the Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Everyone who listens to these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house, but it did not collapse. It had been set solidly on rock. And everyone who listens to these words of mine but does not act on them will be like a fool who built his house on sand. The rain fell, the floods came, and the winds blew and buffeted the house, and it collapsed and was completely ruined." When Jesus finished these words, the crowds were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as their scribes. The Gospel of the Lord. My dear Betty and Christopher, welcome to all of you once again to this historic church. And I'm sure you all have traveled far and wide, and you took time to be with them because these two people are special to you, and you want to express your love and affection for them, and you want to pray for them and wish them well. Chris and Betty came to me almost a year ago, and they expressed their desire to be married in this church. As days went on, we met a few times, and every time I met them, I was very impressed by their personality and their commitment to the event that they were dreaming about. They were dreaming a long time for this day to come. But let me tell you, Betty and Chris, this dream of yours did not start with you. This dream of yours was someone else's dream long time ago, or even time began to exist. It didn't begin with you. Let me tell you, God created all things, as we know. God created the universe and all the living creatures in it. Finally, He created the first man and the woman. Still, God was not satisfied. His work was not complete. He brought Adam and Eve, the first parents, together and created a human